Right, we're going to have a look at replying to an email. I'm just going to choose one of my students and just click on his email here. Now, we've got a list of different people here, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to reply to this email. Now, there's two ways of actually doing this. We can either go to our little arrows here, and if you'll notice there's a curved arrow, that's your reply one. You've also got a down arrow that gives you more options, and it gives you a list of different things. So here I've actually got reply to all, and forward. So dependent on what I want to do with the email, I can use one of these. That's one way of getting to it. Or very, very nifty with Gmail is it actually has an auto box underneath the email that you've received, and it just says click here to reply to all, or forward. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to click on reply here and send my student a email. Right, okay, and I'll just finish typing that out, and all I need to do is just reply to him, and I click send, and that's it. So that is how easy it is to actually send a reply to someone. I'm now going to look at a reply to all. So I'm going to actually choose same email, and I'm going to click on more, and I'm going to click reply to all in this case. So it actually lists everybody in here, so I've got 4 people, and I'm just going to send them an email to say that I've got a YouTube account that they can actually go and have a look at. So the first thing I'm actually going to do is go up to my YouTube account here where my tutoring items are, and I'm just going to go to the page with all my channels on it, and I'm going to copy my URL that I can add into my email to my students. So I'm going to just send them an email to say, hi everyone, okay, so I've typed out most of the email. I'm now going to add a link to the actual email that I'm forwarding to all of my learners, or rather replying to all of them. I just go down here and you'll notice this little chain mail. I'm going to click on insert link, and I'm going to put in my actual YouTube video address. So I'm going to put IT Mad Tutor video channel, and I'm going to add the URL that I actually copied. There we go. I can actually test this link to make sure that it's actually working. There we go. And yep, so it does work properly, which is really useful. And I'm going to go OK. And I'll just finish off this email. And I'm going to click send, and that is replying to a group of people that are on the same email system as yourself. And you can always check to see that it's sent, but I'm quite happy because it did flash up to say it was sent. Now, just going to have a look at forwarding an email to somebody. So what I want to do is I'm going to find an email from myself to myself. There we go. I've got an email here from one of my accounts, and I just had a photograph that I wanted to actually keep in here. Now I'm going to forward this to myself, so you'll notice that what has happened is, because it's only got one email address in it, you'll notice that in the actual little box below the email, it just says reply or forward. I'm actually going to click on the forward. Now, what will happen is I need to put in an email address because I'm actually sending it on to another person. Again, I'm actually going to send it to myself, and I'll send it to my business email address. There we go. And in the actual content, I can type in something. There we go. So put in any information that I want, and you'll notice that the forward email information is actually just below, so I can actually click through that, and the actual documents that were attached to that I've actually got there. Now, if I wanted to, I could actually remove these, but I'm going to leave them as is. If you notice in the subject it says print please, these were actually to print for a student, so I just sent them to myself to be able to do that. Anyway, I'm going to click send, and that is how you forward an email. It is simple as that. If you're using your Gmail account on a public computer, so for example you're only able to use a public library computer, by all means use your Gmail account on it, but it is really important that once you have finished using your email account, you log out. And to do that, you've got this little photograph up here. You click on that, and you'll notice that it actually shows your name, the email address that you're using. You might have a photograph in it or not. And just here you've got sign out. You click sign out, and what that will do is it will actually sign you out of the system, and that's really, really useful. The other thing you can do is once you close down your actual browser, hopefully in a public library they'll actually have the browser set to clear all history, but if you're concerned that the history isn't being cleared, you can actually go to, now I'm using Firefox here, I can actually go to my history and I can click on clear recent history. I don't actually want to do this because this is my own personal computer, but what I'll do is I'll actually do a lesson on how to do this in Microsoft Internet Explorer, Chrome, Excel, Firefox and any other browsers I can think of, so that you can understand how easy it is to clear off your history and make sure that nobody can actually see where you've been.